What got me involved in aviation was that I needed a job out of college, and I was looking to try to get involved in intelligence for the CIA, and I was also looking to go into officer candidate school for the Marines. And after I needed some money and an interim time before I went off to basic training, and I started working on implementation, and I had the opportunity to go out into the field and to work on the installation of a pretty critical piece of equipment called Airport Surface Detection Equipment Model X, which is ASDX.
The job I'm doing, I'm working in support of changing the NAS. I'm making it more efficient, making it more, well, not me in particular, but I'm working in support of that, and I think that's really cool. I think knowing that I'm directly changing something so big within the U.S. is pretty awesome to think about.
What got me into aviation was going to an Air Force recruiter, being told what jobs were available. And air traffic control was one of them. I honestly didn't know much about it, but my father described it to me. And he said that it was very difficult. He said, "Do you think you can do it?" after he described it. And that felt like a challenge to me, so I said, absolutely, I can do it. And I went back to the recruiter and said that that's what I want to do.
I got into aviation when I was super young. I was about 4 or 5 and I attended my first air show with big jets, planes, everything. Ever since then I've been an aviation kind of nerd. Went to school for electrical engineering degree, didn't think I would ever see aviation again, but I spent an internship watching Dulles Airport, the operations, knew it was where I needed to be, went back to school. My final year, got my pilot's license, and then I was lucky enough that a company picked me up and believed in me to mentor me and get me rolling into the world of aviation. Allowing people to know that there's opportunities out there for aviation, that they can follow their passion and work in their field, that will get people into this field a little bit more.
I come from a marketing background, so I think that the aviation industry in general could probably do a better sell job. I think that we really need to focus on who our audience is that we are trying to sell to. What kind of people are we trying to attract to the industry? What kind of thought leaders?
I think that we need to create some more entryways to find out about how you can get involved with a pretty multifaceted field that spans engineering, communications, marketing, as well as various aspects of budgeting too, related to the federal government.
I looked at it as a kind of, fantasy dream, kind of, you see planes flying overhead and you don't think you can ever do something like that. It's big and it's out there, and I didn't know anybody growing up in aviation, not even close. So it was never something that even crossed my mind. So, something as simple as advertising or just get people interested, let them know that it's available as an option, because I think a lot of people growing up don't even know that it's an option, or not even growing up, just adults, professionals looking for something that they'll enjoy, and they need to know that that's an option.
If I had to think about what would get people more interested into the field, I would have to say outreach. I think a lot of people don't really understand the process of how to get hired, whether it's a company that works with the private sector or with the government. If people were more aware and more just inclined to know what is required of them to do it, I think they would get more people, and I think a lot of people would get more excited if they found out that they had more of an outreach to them to find that they were suitable for the job.
As far as going about bringing more people into the industry, I would love to do more outreach programs. I think Women in Aviation does some great stuff, ATCA does some great stuff, but bringing the younger generation in, I think doing more aviation career fairs, doing more aviation industry events, more air shows where you have actual, aviation professionals out there that are, a lot of times you have people that are looking up in the sky and going, that's so cool, but I have motion sickness, so I don't think I would be able to be a pilot, or, I don't know if I could do that, but I do love airplanes.
So I would think we can start at career fairs, and having industry involved, whether it's the government or the private industry that are associated with the aviation fields, have those representatives out in colleges doing any career fair participation, or even coming in a classroom and sharing about some of the work that they do and how they benefit society. And I think that's probably the best way to start, is just to open up the door, get the opportunity out there, and really just make it attractive.
So the industry can attract more early career professionals into the study of air traffic by really conveying just the complexity of the types of problems that we have to solve in order to ensure that our nation's airspace is able to run smoothly.